Hey everyone, Doug at Real Simple Housing. Back today at the library here in Lafayette, Colorado, share with you some important information about selling and selling your home. We've been speaking a lot in our previous videos about helping buyers, $1,000 down, take advantage of all those programs. Hey, let's talk about now all of a sudden I own the house. Now it's time for me to start thinking about selling it. Let's go make some of that equity back, put that cash in your pocket, and let's get to the next opportunity. So with that said, let's get started. So I've addressed the 7 steps to selling your home. So the first and foremost, to sell your home, people always come to me and they're asking, should I improve this? Should I rehab that? Hey, listen, you know what sells? Clean. I've had homes that needed a ton of work, but when you walked in the home, the first impression you got was that this home is clean. You've got that clean sense of smell. There's no odors that are going to be turning people off from animals, from cigarette smoking. Any myriad of smells can really turn a buyer off immediately. Think about when you went to go buy a home. What was it that brought you in to like that home? Oftentimes I tell my sellers that we're going to sell to you when you first bought this home. It's a mindset that when you walked in, this was the house for me, and we want to create that same feeling in the buyers that are coming through to look at your home. So that gets to my next point. It's very important to get yourself a good agent. You need one that's experienced, it's got knowledge on the area, knowledge about the type of home you have, and most importantly, this is a key point, most importantly, this agent knows how to market. I tell people all the time, my sellers especially, that I'm a marketer with knowledge in real estate, right? So that's my skill set. You need somebody that is going to get the most views for your home when it's for sale across the most markets. We have people that are moving from out of state, so you want to make sure ones that have a lot of reach. That's what you want. An experienced agent knows what it takes to be able to get your home out there. Keep in mind, I've got 30 years of experience in the industry. I've worked in lending, I've worked in nonprofit housing development and nonprofit housing agencies, so I know how to get this done. So make sure you get yourself the agent that works for you. Photos and videos. Everybody talks about, hey, listen, I'll get somebody to come in. You want professional photography. You want to wow that buyer when they're looking at these photos online. You want to grab their attention and make them want to come see your home. So making sure that you have professional photography is super key. I understand a lot of agents say, hey, I can kind of save some money. I'll go take the photographs myself. They'll take it with their cell phone. Some of these cell phones have great cameras right now. There's some editing capabilities, but paying somebody, a third party, to make sure you get the right photos, super key. The other is video. I know that oftentimes we talk about photos and we just got to get good photos. Videos to me are the most important part. Hey, you're watching me on a video. So get that video in an interactive 3D video or something that really captures the feeling and the depth. We want to take a home from a 2-dimensional photograph to 3-dimensional with a video. So somebody can really put themselves in the place of your home and understand what it is. The worst thing you want to have happen is that you have a buyer comes in to look at your home during one of the showings. They walk in and almost instantly they say, I don't like the layout of this home. You wasted the buyer's time, you wasted your own time, you had to leave the home, you cleaned it up. It was an inconvenience for everybody. So getting the right information out in advance will ensure that the buyers that are coming through know what they're looking for. They want your home. They've almost already pre-sold themselves on the home. So as long as it's not bad, as in bad smells, broken windows, things like that. So condition or smell, the things that they wouldn't necessarily see, that third dimension, hey, you're going to have somebody probably putting an offer in on your home. The next is once we get it listed and on the MLS, we're going to bring in showings, right? Your agent's going to be working with other agents to schedule times to come in. It can be inconvenient at times. I suggest blocking out moments. A lot of times when we have a really nice property come on, when we first blast the market with multiple MLSs and getting it out there into the public domain, I suggest the people who own the homes, the sellers, go away for the weekend. Let me have your home for a weekend. Go enjoy yourself. Don't be inconvenienced by it. Go do something fun. Let me get to work and let me do open houses and focus on selling this home in the first weekend. So you can help yourself by doing it. It's a little trick that really is beneficial to you, help remove some of the stress. There's a lot of energy that goes into getting your home ready for sale. And a lot of times a decompress will help you step away, rethink about what your next steps are, because your home's going to sell. It's on the market. Get ready for the next chapter in your life. Okay? Hopefully, if your agent's doing the right job, you've got the right property set up and it's all in great condition, you're going to get an offer coming in. And that offer can come quickly. As I mentioned, you could be away, you're away for the weekend, all the open houses and home showings are taking place while you're away, and then guess what? All of a sudden an offer comes in. All we need is 2 offers. We can start getting those 2 buyers to work against each other to get you the best price possible in the market for today's day. Right? We don't know what it's going to be 3 months from now, 6 months from now, but we want the best price in today's market. So if we could get 2 people bidding against each other, they're qualified buyers, you're going to get yourself the best price possible and the best terms. After you've signed the offer, you come back in, you're going to have an inspection. So the inspection is really a critical phase of the offer process. Usually that takes place in the first 2 weeks of the offer. That is the opportunity for the buyer to come in, bring in their skilled inspectors, it's roofs, it's plumbers, it's electricians, it's third-party home inspectors that look at the house in a global sense. Get your roofer in here. That's their time to really dig in and make sure that this home is in the condition that they think it is. And if it's not, to come back and say, hey, I found some things wrong with the home that are important to me. I'd like to work with you to get those remedied. So we get through the inspection process, everybody comes to terms, you work through the process, you get done the repairs that they request prior to closing, they're happy, they're finishing up their loan process, then we get down to the signing table. The title company or escrow officer, or if you're in an attorney state, the attorney will schedule a time for you to come in. Now, you as a seller, you don't necessarily have to sign right there with the buyer. You can just walk in, sign on what's convenient for you. The buyer's the one that's a little bit more constrained because they got to sign the loan documents. So if they're signing loan documents, you got to work with the lender. They got to be dated the correct date. There's a lot more of nuance that's required for them to sign on a specific day and more at a specific time. Want to make sure you're signing in the first part of the day so funding can take place at the end of the day type thing. So you as a seller, you don't have to be there. You can sign with them if you choose to or not. That's up to you. Here's the best part. Once the buyer signs and the loan documents are approved by the lender and the money is wired for closing, then you get your money. I suggest taking the money in a wire. Usually it's a large dollar amount. People will take a check because they do like to check. Banks do hold those checks sometimes, depending on your relationship with them. So be careful about that. I suggest just getting a wire in, work with the title company. There's a lot of wire fraud out there, so make sure that you're working direct with an individual at the title company, making sure that they get the correct information for wiring instructions for you. I hope that was a help for you on being a seller. I'd love to talk to you more if you're interested in selling your home. I'd be happy to be your soundboard. You can email me with your information, doug.priest@realsimplere.com. Reach out to our website, send us over your contact information. We'll get back in touch with you and schedule a time to be able to make this happen for you. Talk to you soon. See you in the next video.